Hello, TopFanRivalry followers, and welcome to another edition of Tiger Town Talk. Now, typically this is a Harmony and Bill show. Harmony has requested a guest. The guest was, I worked with his agent. It may or may not have cost us a couple bags of beaver nuggets and a sandwich at Buc-ee's. But we got Big Dave in the house. Big Dave, how the heck are you?
What's going on, man? How is everybody doing here in the jungle? Which is that, of course, Tiger Town. I'm glad to be here. Harmony, how the heck are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. Um, it is Texas and it is June, so that means at any given moment there could be a hurricane bearing down on us, which the case may be right now. But I digress. As long as my cable feed doesn't go off and I can watch the Astros, I'll weather the storm.
So, Dave, you're not selling me on me moving to Texas. Just, I mean, it's
Look, hold on though, okay? When's the last time you knew 5 days ahead that an earthquake was going to happen?
never.
Never. Okay? When a hurricane comes, you got plenty of time, all right? And the houses are built this way now. Like, and you're going to be further up. I'm telling you, I've got a nice place picked out for y'all in Marble Falls, okay? It's right up there close to Lake Travis. We get the TFR pontoon boat, the TFR Texas shaped pool with the lazy river, optional waterfall, grotto, of course, included, with the baddest outdoor kitchen you have ever seen. Bill, I'm telling you, I have already spent so much of your money. All you got to do is just get the moving trucks. I got it all taken care of.
And take care of it for me, huh?
Yeah, done.
Harmony, I have a
Kind of
good
like,
authority
kind of
that
like taking care, kind of like the Astros took care of the Tigers this last series.
How's Saturday go for you?
I'm sorry.
How did Saturday go?
Well, hold on. Now we gotta see. You can't just this ain't Back to the Future where you just jump in the car and push the date you want to go to. Okay, so we're gonna start it off with game one. Okay, the fabulousness of the game one, because as I sit here in Tiger Town today, all I've heard all year is screwball this, screwball this. If I'm saying it wrong, screwball, whatever the case may be. He's supposed to be the next coming of Justin Verlander, which we'll talk more about him later. But I'll give him the credit that he was due. He started off the game, and he got settled down there. Gave up a couple of hits early, but he held it down. It was scoreless through five. Consequently, the Detroit native Hunter Brown, the guy who grew up idolizing Verlander, modeled his pitching stance and everything, his delivery after Verlander, came in and was evidently drinking the screwball Kool-Aid because he was also pitching a gym. That's right, Bella. We digging that Hunter Brown Kool-Aid. He was pitching a gym and had the Tigers scoreless through five. So it came down to that. I think that you guys, what's your infielder, Kriegler? When he missed the plate, when he missed first base on that double, I think that was kind of key. That was a moment that y'all probably could have scored first on us. And Hunter Brown has shown that when he gets rocked, he gets kind of emotional, and bad things tend to happen. But nonetheless, we got out of that inning, and next thing you know, we come up, and a Bregman RBI triple scores one, followed by a Jordan sac fly, and then my boy Dubon came up and parked one, a 2-run shot to the Crawford boxes. Okay, Hader came in to close it down. A great catch by our center fielder Jake Myers to solidify it, robbing your boy Riley Green of a dinger. And the Astros win the opener 4-0. Okay, so we put a stranglehold on the series early with the ace, Scooble, and we got the Scooble finally. It took a while, but a couple of times through the lineup, we were able to get to him. So we won the opener. All right. So before you go talking about the red wedding that was Saturday's game, shout out to my Game of Thrones fans there. First of all, for that game, the aforementioned Justin Verlander was scratched due to neck pain. Now, Verlander in this season and his nagging injuries and the late start. Don't get me started on that just yet. But nevertheless, he was scratched. This decision seemed to be like it was more of a JV decision, in my opinion, than a front office decision. Like he was like, hey, we're moving a little fast here. I'm just going to miss this start and we'll come back. That being said, the rookie, Spencer, Mom's Arrighetti on your sweater already came into the game. See, 8 Mile, I got you. Detroit. See, I know what's up. But yeah, you guys weren't nice to our rookie there, Harmony.
No, thank goodness. Anyway, I will say this. I read a quote from Justin Verlander, and it did say that he was disappointed to miss the start. So I don't know if it was more of a front office. That's what I took away from the quote. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't really pay that much attention to the Astros. Sorry, Astro fans.
Sure you don't.
But I want to go back because you're right. You guys did get to Scooble. I still think right now he is a Cy Young favorite. Every single pitcher, and Dave, you can back me up on this, has one bad start. Scooble had not had a bad start since the end of last year. He was due. Unfortunately, it was when we needed him, but I still believe in Scooble.
I'm not knocking him. I mean, he is heads and shoulders the ace of your system there. Hold on while you have technical difficulties here while my co-host Bella decides that she wants to get up on the chair. Anyway, I'm not knocking Scooble. Okay, the guy's been lights out. He couldn't have picked a better time to give it up a little bit. And I'm not even going to say that he had a bad start because I mean, holding the Astros scoreless through 5. With some of the pitching that I've dealt with here lately, I'll take somebody going through 5, as we'll talk about here in the Saturday's game when y'all jumped on my boy. I don't appreciate that. All right, y'all ain't have to do him like that. You know what I'm saying? The man came in, struck out the first batter, and that was his highlight. That was it. That was it. It was all downhill from there. And, I thought about the mercy rule, throwing in the flag, showing a little compassion for your common player. No, these dirty kitty cats decided that we're just going to run the score up like it's a dang football game. All right. I don't appreciate that. Spencer, he's a young kid. He's impressionable. And, you put 7 on him in 1 1/3 of an inning. That's not cool. I don't appreciate it. But nevertheless, you guys came to play. Flaherty, evidently his back is not sore because he's been on one. I think over his last 7 games, he's got just over a 2.05 or something ERA with some ungodly strikeout numbers, So, I mean, he was on it. He was doing what Scooble had started to do. And basically, we only got to Scooble 1 inning. So you definitely got a nice 1-2 punch there with Flaherty on the back end.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that. And Riley Green, that kid there had a huge day, 4 for 5, 6 ribbies, 2 homers, So, yeah. I mean, I respect it, but I mean, come on, you the term beating a dead horse mean anything to you? Save runs for the next day because you got shut out the first game. You come out, you step on our necks on the second game, and then we'll hear in the third game, what happens? You only bring 2 across. So, but nevertheless, like I said, y'all put it on us and sent tied up the series and sent it into the rubber match, all knotted up. So, what are your thoughts on the massacre? I'll sit back and listen and let you gloat on the what was it? What was the final score? 13-5, I think, something like that.
It was 14-5. The first game was 5-0. So you're welcome for that correction, Dave.
Oh, my bad.
And I think you bring up a good point of we could have saved some runs for the next day because this has been honestly the Tigers offense all freaking season. We'll get shut out and then we'll go and we'll score 14 runs and then the next day we're like, maybe we'll score 1 run, maybe we'll score 2. It is very frustrating.
An Astros fan there because it sounds eerily similar to what's going on here. Inconsistent play has just hindered both our teams throughout the year. But that brings us into the Father's Day special, Game 3. All right, series knotted up, 1-1. This one decides who takes the series. Okay, and we got our ace, Ronel Blanco, on the mound throwing darts, absolute darts. Respect the greatness that is Ronel Blanco, with or without his stickum or whatever the case may be. His glove is clean, y'all. His arm isn't sticky, and he's still throwing the nasty cheddar. Do you hear me? Do you hear me out there? I'm telling you, witness it, okay? But no, seriously, Ronel came in, and he was actually, I think, through like 4.5, he was perfect. He had a perfect game going. And considering his last start, that's 2 starts in a row where he came out was just absolutely commanding. Went on to go through 7 and left the game with a no-hitter. He ended up walking the bases loaded. What was it, like the 5th or 6th? So the pitch count got up there real quick on him. I would have liked to seen if he could have, closed it out because then our boy Ryan Stressley Presley came in and gave up the no-no. But that being said, I was happy Altuve came in later on with maybe been hit number 87 on the year. Road to 3,000. Okay, for you non-Astros people, I'm trying to get my boy Altuve to 3,000 hits. Okay, because then can't nobody say nothing, so he can get in the Hall of Fame. All right, I'm just saying. But yeah, Altuve came in and not finished it off, and the Astros take the series with a 3-2 win on Father's Day. So, in a nutshell, I think our teams have been on very similar paths throughout the season. And going forward, it's safe to say that we've got the same kind of things that are going to be needed to turn it around, I'm not sure where you guys are going. I know the Astros were off today for travel. We go into the south side of Chicago and got 3 with the White Sox. Now, I know it's June, and I don't think I've ever said the words must sweep series, but yeah, we need to take all 3 from the White Sox because, the All-Star break and the trade deadline are creeping up on us quickly, and you've got to know where you're at, whether you're buyers or sellers. Did you see that we finally got rid of our $18 million mistake? Well, 18 million this year. He was still owed 30. But yeah, Jose Abreu, we let him go. So y'all can take him and send us Javi Baez. I'll take that.
Actually, if you want a really funny story real quick, it has to do with Abreu. A friend of mine messaged me and he's like, the Astros got rid of Abreu. That's shocking. And I'm like, is it though? Because he was really struggling. He's like, yeah, but he's been with the Astros forever. I'm like, you're thinking of Jose Altuve.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Huge difference. Like, not only are we talking about, I think, where they're from 2 different countries, but it's almost a 3-foot difference, I think, in between them. I'm just saying, guy. Look, he was probably a Tiger fan. I'm not mad at it. At least he was trying to give you breaking news about an Astros transaction, so I can appreciate it. But yeah, I knew this was going to be a series that if I lost, I was going to hear it from you. So I was definitely happy to get the opener against School. And after the second game, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. But my boys came through, cleaned it up for me. So now I got bragging rights through the end of the season. So that's all that matters.
I will say this. You shouldn't have been worried because Maeda was on the mound. Now, you can ask Bill. I was actually really excited about getting Maeda at the beginning of the season, if you remember that, Bill.
I do.
But he's been so disappointing and so inconsistent that I was like, oh, we're going to lose the series. Tigers fans, you can come in my DMs if you want, but you know I'm right. You know I'm right.
Well, you got to remember, Kenta Maeda pitched for the Dodgers, what, 7-8 years ago? And so, I mean, he's coming up towards the end of his career. You're picking up scraps here. Go
Hey,
ahead, Dave.
but shout out to him because he took a nasty shot in that game. What was it, off his leg, I think? Right back up after it. I mean, that had to hurt. So, I know at my age, if I get hit by a baseball like that, I'm off for like 3 months. Like, I'm done. Like, it's not happening.
You get a baseball that's within 5 feet of you, you're off for 3 months.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I'm pulling the LeBron at that point. I'm gonna slap myself, make it sound like I got hit, and I'm going down. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Harmony, I know that this guy has already said, if in fact his team is losing in the TFR softball tournament in Houston, that he will trade himself to the winning team.
Well, hold on. Time out. Let's get full disclosure and clarification here. I said that I am not against a trade at the end. Okay, there's been no confirmation. There's no ink made because, of course, that would be illegal activity before the game. Okay, the commissioner is watching. I've got it on good authority. So Bill's just trying to set me up, typical Dodger fan fashion, trying to dim the shine on the Astros fans and organization. So it's all good. But just remember, if you want the actual news, you come to Big Dave and you hear from Big Dave first, okay? Especially in regards to the Top Fan Rivalry softball tournament and the winning team, aka Team Big Dave. That's all I'm saying.
Harmony, I'm going to read you. Appreciate this. I got it right here. Harmony. Hold on.
Yeah.
Final score. Big Dave 34. Stephanie 35. On the uniforms. I have it right here.
Okay. First of all, let's give all due respect to the winning jersey. That, of course, being the Tequila Sunrise Rainbow Astros jersey, which did win the bracket. Okay. Second of all, I thought it was a fair tribute to stop my scoring at 34 points in honor of Nolan Ryan, Akeem Olajuwon, and Earl Campbell, all famous Houston 34s. So I did it as a tribute. Okay, a nice, strong bronze medal finish is totally acceptable by me. But yeah, I did it as a tribute, and I won't let you take away the shine from those greats. Okay.
I didn't say anything about them. Harmony, I'm just saying right here, I'm looking at the final scores. Stephanie 34 and Dave 35. I'm sorry, Stephanie 35, Dave 34. I'm sorry.
Also, I'd like to formally make a request right now that the records be made public. I'd like to check the numbers myself and have my team of experts and accountants go over it because, the views and opinions expressed by Big Dave, not necessarily the views and opinions expressed by Top Fan Rivalry or Baseball Bill. You know what I'm saying? Bill, it's okay, man.
I'm just saying, Harmony, I'm looking at this thing here.
That mean no for you?
But Dave, I can tell you right here, Dave, I got it right here. You beat Harmony.
Yeah.
Harmony had 0 points because she forgot to do her ballot. She forgot to do her bracket. So, Dave, you beat Harmony, but I just want to get it on record that Steph beat you. That might be indicative of the softball tournament, Harmony. I don't know.
Well, look here, man. It's called hedging your bets, okay? Hustlers never come out and win the first game. They always lose a little bit. You sucker the people in. And then when the wager gets larger, that's when me and my boy Otani go to Showtime, okay? Because you can't spell parlay. All right, Tiger fans, take note. My boy Bill there, he knows what's up. I didn't hear you, Harmony. I'm sorry.
I said check notes.
Yep. No lies were told. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. All right. Well, Harmony, as we're wrapping this episode up, is there anything that you want to say to Dave? Dave, is there anything you want to say to Harmony as we're wrapping this episode up?
real quick, Harmony, we need to put it to rest, okay? And I'm surprised that you'd be saying this as a Tiger fan, because of course we all know that when it comes down to future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander and future Hall of Famer, what's your boy's name again? He hasn't played all year. I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, Kershaw. JV is a better pitcher than Kershaw. I'm just saying. It's Verlander greater than Kershaw all day. It's not even close. Okay. Put up the World Series and I'll stop there. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, big thing. If you want to go World Series, but Madison Bumgarner is a better pitcher because he has 3 rings and none of his wins are tainted.
By my formula, and see, tainted is a word that is purely geographical at this point. Okay. Our savior, Commissioner Manfred, came in and said that there will be no sanctions, there will be no asterisks. Okay. And just like the late, I'm sorry, not the late, the great Ric Flair, who cheated 18 times to win the world championship. We're okay with that. Okay. But title to title, I'll let Bumgarner get his flowers. All right. But we're not talking about Bumgarner. We're talking about Bum Kershaw and JV. That's what we're talking about here. Okay. Verlander greater than Kershaw. End of story.
Put their regular season numbers up better. Also, not Kershaw. If Verlander knew how to pitch in the World Series, maybe the Tigers wouldn't have gotten swept in 2012. But no, he doesn't know.
I'm just saying, I was talking to my boy the other day. I went over there. We got in the pool and all that. I said, JV, let me see the rings. He said, you want to see both of them? I said, yeah, let me see both of them. All right. He said he was talking to his boy, Slam Sam Kershaw. Kershaw only got 1 ring. 2 rings, 1 ring, 2 better than 1. JV, greater pitcher than Kershaw.
No. Kershaw's way better regular season. Also, he's better in the World Series. Kershaw might not be able to help you get to a World Series.
And if the regular season meant anything at all, the Buffalo Bills would be 4-time Super Bowl. It's all about the hardware. It's all about the shine. And the awards just stack up on JV's end.
If it's all about the hardware, then Madison Bumgarner is better than Bill because he has 3 rings, none is tainted. People say 2020 is also tainted. Let me finish. Also,
Wow.
She just said, let you finish. Let her finish.
And also, he has as many ranks combined as Verlander.
Okay, well, you want to pull Madison Bumgarner in there? I'm pulling Nolan Ryan in there, and Nolan Ryan trumps your Madison Bumgarner. So there, take that.
Oh, nobody's gonna say. Well,
no, I'm just saying this was a one-on-one, and you brought in an extra competitor to help Kershaw. You had to get the California connection from San Francisco to make the point valid. So I'm just saying that's my story. I'm sticking to it. JV greater than Kershaw.
Wow. I heard Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth are pretty good too, but I didn't realize we were going all out on all baseball here. But hey, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do today.
Hey, you know what? I guess that just means I'm gonna have to come back in the jungle so we can continue this debate another day.
Yeah.
Hey, people do you know say that Kershaw is better than Nolan Ryan or Verlander? I don't know. That's a genuine question.
Well, Nolan could go down as one of the most underrated great pitchers, and saying underrated is a lot, but Nolan didn't get a lot of shine early on when he could have been, But like I said, that's for another debate. We're going to end it right now because Bill agrees. Justin, don't call me Kershaw.
Yeah, Bill, what do you think? Who do you think is better?
I need baseball Bill's opinion, not Dodger Bill.
Um,
Oh, this one hurts. Oh, look at the anguish. Because he knows what he has to say.
no. So Justin cut his teeth on with some very bad teams, with some very bad teams. So you got to give him a lot of respect. Now, let me just pull up something. I want to go off of statistics here for a second because I know that I'm sorry, Kate Upton has more wins than Clayton. I already know that. So Clayton 16. Oops, did I see that right? Yeah, 16.
Since 2005. Kershaw's been around since 2008.
Right. So JV's got 3 more seasons on him. Okay, so if I'm going just off the numbers, because this one hurts, guys. I can't just say, oh, because Dave called it like he saw it. So JV is got 3,393 strikeouts. And then you've got Kirsch, who has a grand total of
I'll wait.
2,944 strikeouts.
Preach.
So JV's been in the league 3 years longer than Kirsch. They both separated their. So if I'm looking at it by the numbers, I got to go JV. I got to go JV.
Yeah. Woo! Big Daddy for the win. Yes.
But that being said, they both have relatively identical numbers. And I mean, now Dave, you have to admit that if Clayton Kershaw wouldn't be sidelined with injury the last 4 or 5 seasons, you have to admit that Kershaw probably would have another, I don't know, 55, 60 wins. He'd be tapping the door at 300. So overall, who do I think was the most dominant pitcher of their generation? I mean, by the numbers, JV wins. If you're talking about dominance,
woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I could hit a curveball, I'd be in the big leagues. Okay. So he's sidelined with injury. JV's had injuries. JV's long in the tooth. Okay. Look, just for the sake of being civil here, I would never not mind having Kershaw in Astros orange. Okay. That is not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
No, it would never happen. And at this point in his career, he would just be there for the fans to boo at. Really, I mean, just saying. But no, he's a generational talent. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
They both will be.
And have a better showing, not going out the way he went out. You know what I mean? I want to. He's that good that I think he deserves to go out to a little fanfare,
Right. So the only thing, Dave, that I would say on both of them, yes, they're first ballot Hall of Famers. Yes, they're dominant. For several years, Clayton Kershaw was the most dominant pitcher in baseball during the regular. Most dominant. I mean, he had one or 2 years that were just scary, like they're video games. My question would be, would you have the same debate if JV had never worn Astro orange and he wore Yankee pinstripes, or he stayed in Queens and had never been an Astro? Would you have this same debate?
Absolutely not. Okay, look here. I'll keep it real with you and come off the cuff. Okay, I bleed orange. All right. So this answer is purely geographically motivated. All right. I don't blame, except for Harmony, who is a Detroit Tiger fan and loves the Dodgers and 17 other teams. I'm not sure which one. She yelled at me once. Okay, don't tell me to shut up again. Okay, I'm good. I know my place. But yeah, that's why I love baseball, man. It's because we all got the guys that we love, man. That's why I mentioned earlier it saddened me to see Mookie go down, because Mookie is a lot of little kids' favorite players out there. no matter where they're staying at. You know, I mean, when we were kids, it was always running to the baseball field and picking who player you were first. No, I'm Ken Griffey. No, I'm Ken Griffey. You know, so Mookie is definitely one of those. I use the word again, generational talent. I mean, he's a superstar, and when I play you, I want to play the best team out there. I want to see that our guys can beat your guys. You know what I mean? But as always, I hope I left a little meat on the bone so I can come back to the jungle here and cut it up with you cats for a little bit. Look, if you're listening to this, wherever you listen to podcasts, thank you so much for tuning in to Tiger Town exclusively on Top Fan Rivalry. Harmony has been nice enough to invite me back here again, and every time I come here, it's great. Bill, you're what I'm. No, I kid. Bill, love you too, dog. But look, do me a favor. If you're watching this on YouTube, go down there and mash the subscribe button. Okay. Tell a friend, tell a friend's friend, tell them Big Dave sent .com. Go to the shop. We got the new dugout mugs. We got a great price on those. You can get your own. Have you ever wanted your own baseball card? Get your own baseball card made up. We've got a lot of great t-shirts on there. Harmony, tell them what's the code to save them some money.
Tiger Town, all caps, no spaces.
That's right. Use the discount code Tiger Town. Save yourself 10% across the board. When you're in there, you can also get your locker room access, which unlocks all of the content on Top Fan Rivalry. So no matter whether you're a Tigers fan or an Astros fan like me, or even Dodgers fans like Bill, you come on over to Top Fan Rivalry and we got something that you like. It's sports talk, it's fan involved, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yep, I love it. Harmony, thank you so much for putting together the show today. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, I should say. We'll have to get Dave back on. You know, maybe Harmony, once the 2024 World Champion Los Angeles Dodgers are crowned victors, and the Tigers are crowned the AL champions, losing to the Dodgers 4 games, of course. Maybe we'll get Big Dave on here again, and we can just talk it through.
Matt, what about you, Dave?
I would be honored. Okay.
Dave, you're always welcome. We love having you on.
Music to my ears. And each and every time that the Tigers play the Rangers, boy, I cheer like Eminem at a Lions game. So
do you cheer for Blue M&Ms?
There you go.
I didn't hear you.
I said, do you cheer for Blue M&Ms?
No, Blue M&Ms are hereby banned in the state of Texas. Legislation was just passed. We are not allowed to have them here. Transporting them is known as bootlegging. Okay, so if you've got your Blue M&Ms, there's a recall. You can go to your store and just trade them in and get some nice orange M&Ms.
Well, I mean, at least Dave knows, right? I mean, at least Dave knows, and Governor Dave said so. Governor Dave is not a political party. Governor Dave is the governor. And political parties look up to Dave and go, I want to be like that guy.
It's not governor, it's governor. You know what I'm saying, right? It's governor.
It's governor. It's governor. My bad. All right, Tiger Town Talk, friends and listeners. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Harmony can take it. She can also give it. And Dave and Harmony just had a great time together. So let's enjoy it and let's get at it again tomorrow. Have a good one all.